So YouTube, this is Diamond Wiles here. Now, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna be honest, straight up forward with y'all for a minute, and please, let me tell you one thing I do know. 2 weeks ago, went on I had a birthday party in my auntie house, and I had a good time. Don't get me wrong. Every time you invite your classmates over, few of my classmates showed up, but the rest of them, they had to work and they got something else to do and stuff on their own. I understand that too, but hey, when somebody there's one thing I learned is this, and I would never forget. Folks gonna tell me they ain't coming, and I was like, that's a straight up slap in the face. And I'm not trying to take that for granted, man. I already felt dramatized because of that crowd. I mean, people don't want to be there for you, and the worst thing about it is when you're trying to have a good time with your class, friends you grew up with, they just completely just disown you like you ain't nothing to them or something. Every time you try to do something for them, they don't want to come back and do something for you back on there. Be honest with you. You may be down with them, but they ain't riding for you. Cause I know some of them ain't riding for you. Cause I know how it is, man. When folks turn away from you, they literally do not want you. They don't want you to have no peace. They want to see you in a panic, shame. Then on top of that, they don't want you to have no fun in your life. They don't want to see you have a good life. I mean, let's get real with this. I've seen this worse than that. Everybody is not that open. I get what you're saying, but let me tell you why. I'm glad I went on that 2 day trip with my uncle to see my cousin graduate. And I'm glad I did, cause man, look, when you get mentally exhausted, sometimes a little trip can do you some good for your mental health. And I mean, come on, we all need you need sometimes you need to get away from all the stress at home. But sometimes you can't forget the struggles of hard work and hard times that get you back in good grace, get you back in a good mind space right here. Because we all know that, yeah, hard work's all right now, but sometimes, hey, you can't put work over your mental health. Most of all, your overall health as well. That's why I need balance in my life. Yeah, you work hard all your life, all the time. Ain't gonna show no appreciation, no love. What's the love at? I mean, to tell you the truth though, people always shut you down with negativity, and they don't want you to have no fun in your life because you ain't worried to them. People don't. It's just like this. You gotta cut them off sometime. Leave them alone. They'll be all right. They'll be all right. They got to learn. See, I'm a real person here because they don't understand how good of a person I am. Because when I try to do something for them, I ain't getting nothing in return. And this is the reason why you gotta leave them alone. They don't want you to have no. Sometimes you gotta give them some space. Give them time to get themselves together. Cause I don't want to mess things up around here. Cause we already know how this gonna be. People always tell me to stop learning. You gotta learn while you surviving when you get older. Cause sometimes you gotta keep going. I heard that same old crap what I heard in the past when I was a kid. And they gonna tell me I don't learn nothing. Oh yeah, I did learn something right. They don't know what's in my head right there. Cause people always tell me to stop, tell me to go this way. I'm not following nobody's opinion. I had to follow my instincts. Most importantly, my common sense. Cause we all know that when somebody tell you gotta listen, you gotta listen to them every day. Yeah, I did listen to them, but sometimes they gonna tell me I don't listen to nobody. I do listen. It's just that I don't listen to negative criticism. That's one thing I'm not gonna listen to. Negative criticism. Everybody who trying to dog me out, who trying to put me down with negative. You know what I'm saying? Want to see you fail the instinct. I know how it is. I get it. I'm gonna say it again. Leave toxic people alone, especially women. I know how it is. People always tell me they busy. Yeah, I know they busy, alright. But there's one thing I learned is this: when you work hard for yourself, sometimes you gonna need some help one of these days. I'm telling you. Yeah, you gonna need some. But there's one thing I learned is this: you gotta take care of yourself. This is facts. I mean, I had to take care of myself too. We all gotta work out. Sometimes, yeah, you gotta work hard every day, but sometimes you need balance in your life while you stay busy. People always say, I mean, I tell folks all the time, you gotta take care of your health. This is facts. This ain't no joke. This ain't rocket science, man. This is hard. I mean, this is straight up down the earth, down to the down to the bone hard work. And this ain't no joke here. People always tell me, stop learning. Yeah, you gotta learn how to get away from some stuff. But sometimes don't stay in a common place for long. Sometimes you gotta go back to the hard. You gotta go back to the struggle life. Those struggle times can help you improve on yourself. Cause I'm gonna tell you why. Good times make you weak. Yeah, good times make you weak, but it's one thing. Hard times will make you a stronger person. Bad times will make you struggle. And I mean, come on. In this in this day and age, we all gotta keep going. But I tell you this, don't let nobody tell you that you don't have the right to love. Yes, you do. You need to love yourself more, but also love everybody from a distance because God knows that holding a grudge is not good for your soul. Holding a grudge against that other person, against a good person, especially yourself, is not a good thing to hold on to. Sometimes you gotta give it up to God these days. You gotta release some of that off that anger off you. Release some of that hatred out of your soul. Most of all, the anger, the hate, all the bad negative feelings is not good for your soul. But sometimes, man, we gotta work on our mental health. Most of our souls. Everybody in this world got some scary stuff. We are not that open. But sometimes you gotta keep yourself open these days because we all missing out. I had to jump onto this because I am not finna miss out on some good times or the bad times on there. But sometimes you gotta be careful. Don't think for a minute that you ain't gonna suffer the consequences. When you try something new, oh man, you're the one that's gonna be suffering with when things get tough on you. I had to go back to basics. We all gotta go back to struggling. Cause see, sometimes we gotta work hard every day. And the reality is, we all gotta face the fact. New stuff along of today is not gonna cut it, and it's not enough. Because if we don't learn something important, the important lessons from the past, we ain't gonna have a good future. That's why old school lessons save our lives. And this is the reason why I learned something from the past. You gotta learn something. So I'm gonna tell you something like this. We all got some scary stuff that we all had to go through in our lives to get where we are today. Because if we don't learn from the history of our past, we ain't gonna have a good future. We gotta do something with our life. Everybody tell me that. I mean, come on. You cannot make this stuff up, man. Everybody is not that open. I get it, but sometimes you gotta stay open and stay into the know how, because we all know life is too short for all this self hatred, all this holding a grudge and stuff, man. Have some positive output in your life. Most of all, have some fun in your life. Or explore something new someday. Cause you don't know what you're gonna need, what you missing out at. And tell you the truth though, we all got some scary stuff we gotta deal with in our lives today. But it's one thing I learned is this. You cannot I'm telling you something, you cannot escape from God's guidance. God is watching everywhere. And I'm gonna tell you why. Heaven knows that we all going through some stuff today, and we can't give up that easy. But we gotta repent. We gotta repent, because if we don't, we're the ones gonna suffer the consequences. Cause it's just that simple. We gotta improve. We gotta we gotta face the fact life is too short for all this life is too short for all this unnecessary unnecessary holding unnecessary feelings that we all been holding on to all these years. It's time to cut that bad feelings out. Cut that bad feelings out the door, because it's time to move forward right now. And this time, we really locking in right now. Okay? So, thank you.